When the leaves of summer turn red and gold, and the football games bring a hint of a cold time again. We'll pack the car with escape in mind, forgetting our classes, leaving behind time.
Yep, I think TJ, is your other mic on still?
Empty cottage
there it goes.
Shit show, everybody. And we're gonna have a good time.
Best we caught it now.
Yeah,
Thanks, Chad, for calling that out because I was waiting to do it myself.
Ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll breathe the sweet salt air. I swear we'll never part.
And what's up, everybody? And what the fuck? First time. And what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Gore Podcast. This is your host with the motherfucking boss, TJ Bowser, the Lady of Browser, and joining me as always, your Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Christman.
What's up, bitches?
And Big Johnny D.
What's up, Gorehounds?
And the Killing Machine himself, Bobby Amone. Yep. He's wearing a Michael Myers mask. Yep, just so everyone knows. Yeah.
For you audio listeners out there.
Listeners at home, I messed up the intro for the first time, and I want to say, I don't know, forever.
I am here.
Yeah.
You're good.
It's all
You're
good.
good.
So, without further ado, and before we get into this week's review, it's time for your Slice of Life, Big Johnny D.
Yeah, buddy.
Tell him what you did.
What did I do? Well, let's see. Yesterday, I recorded episode 14 of Wake and Bake with my lovely co-host, Mr. TJ Bowser. It was a good, fun episode. Go check it out on Project Louder, whether you do it on Facebook or YouTube, or check out the website. Other than that, went to the drive-in for the first time in a long time, but I talked about it on Wake and Bake, so you can go check that out. I will bring up Saturday, I went to a haunted house, and it was actually a really decent one. It was 2 haunted houses and a hayride. And I will say the second haunted house was the best because it's always one of those ones where it makes you walk in super weird, tight little corridors and shit. Like you actually got to like walk through fireplaces and stuff like that. And I always personally respect that. And I honestly think one of the scariest things in there, and it wasn't even a monster or anything like that, but it was just one of those duck corridors. So it started with a ramp going down to about maybe a 4-foot thing, all covered in 5-inch shag carpet.
Nice.
Ugh, disgusting. It just so gross looking and feeling. Ugh. But no, dude, it was awesome, super enjoyable. And I got to actually rewind back a little bit past last episode because, as Chad will know, I forgot a story that I definitely should have brought up, and I'll bring it up now. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So when I was doing my fucking photo shoot last 2 Thursdays ago, it was at the beginning of the shoot, and we were near the chicken shed because, you know, it looks like the shack from part 2. So me not seeing anything around because I'm looking in a fucking viewfinder at the people I'm taking shots at. You ever have a fucking bug go near your ear and it just sounds like 1,000 times louder?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Viewfinder, no peripheral, fucking chicken, dude. It's just like, dude, sounded like a fucking helicopter coming in. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Dude jumps on my back. So I start like swatting at it, dude. And it's just like fucking flapping the shit out of the back of my head. So I had to rip my head off and fucking beat this goddamn rooster off my back. Yes, I had to beat a cock off my back. So it finally flew away. And
beating away, huh?
Yeah, dude. And this obviously all happened in like 30 seconds. So everybody who got to watch that was laughing their fucking asses off, dude. Well, I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? Like, holy shit. And the whole time the cat was trying to kill the chicken. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. I was kind of fucking
rooting for the cat.
Yeah, I was. I was like, you know what? Fucking go get it. Dude, it was like straight up like pulling predator shit up in the trees, like looking at this chicken. I'm like, oh, do it. Like, but never happened. But other than that, man, just been enjoying myself. Chad, how have you been, brother?
Not bad, man. And I sure as hell don't have any stories to top that chicken attack. That's fantastic.
I'm sorry, but I know you were probably waiting for me to bring it up.
I was.
So,
Yeah, this past week has been kind of quiet. I finally got to have a little bit of a date with the wife. We went out for lunch on Saturday. It was nice. We didn't get to do really much because we were kind of under time constraints.
Listen, does it really matter as long as there's not kids there?
No, definitely not. Let's see. Other than that, it's been pretty quiet around here. I started playing. I started playing The Last of Us Part 2.
Ah, there it is.
How is that so far?
I'm really enjoying it. I don't care what the haters say. I'm enjoying it. I don't care.
Haters gonna hate.
Did you just see what she said?
No, I'm just laughing at you. I don't care what the haters say. I like it.
Fuck it. I'm having fun.
Fuck it. I love it.
Chicken plus. I like Brody's math equation.
That's great.
Cock
Chad,
plus
was it
pussy
worth
equals
the wait?
death.
What's that?
Was it worth the wait?
I'd say so.
Okay, fair enough.
Did you
I mean,
pick it up
I'm
on
only-
sale?
Yeah, I got it on the Amazon Prime Day, one of their sales. I only paid like $40 for it.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
nice,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, so it's not bad. But let's see. Other than that, not much. Oh, and I went shopping yesterday, and I got this handsome fella right here.
What do we get? What do we get? What do we get?
Part 4.
That is a Part 4 NECA
Look at
Jason.
that.
That's the ultimate, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Ooh.
that's what I figured.
Yeah, I finally found one of those. It's rare to find things like that around here. I usually have to go closer to Pittsburgh. TJ knows.
Not me. I see them every Target.
Hey, Chad, Living Dead Weekend on November 7th is going to be at the Monroeville Mall. If you want to go with me.
I might. I'll just let you know.
It's
Mall
Saturday.
date.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brew date.
Yes, there'll be definitely be a Predator Dylan in moment. Like, Dylan, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. And then like the epic.
Yes.
Mm.
Well, a lot
Make
less
sure you
muscle.
get
A lot less muscle.
Listen, as long as you get that sweet high five that makes your hand sting for like 5 minutes, man, that's all that matters.
But now you make sure you say though, what's the matter? See, I got you pushing too many pencils.
That's what I-
So no, yeah, not much else is new around here. How about you, Bobby? What's new with you, buddy?
It was a pretty chill weekend. I was watching the UFC fights and such on Saturday and everything, and then it was pretty much chilling. There wasn't a whole lot going on. I was hanging out with my girlfriend, and then yesterday we were at her family friend's house, and that's it. There wasn't a whole lot going on this weekend. So that's literally it. This weekend was very chill. Like probably the most relaxed I've been in like the past 2 weeks. So yeah,
Did we just cut
Well, we
lose
lost
Bobby?
Ah, Bobby, refresh.
What? Didn't this happen last week? We literally lost somebody during their slice of life. Was it Bobby again, or was it Chad? I can't even fucking remember.
I know you lost me during the behind the scenes. I think it was.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what
I
I'm
might
thinking
be.
of. By the way, shout out Brody, Scuba,
Yep.
Sarah.
Gentlemen, Sarah.
I'm
Anybody
jealous.
else
You know
listening?
what? You get to cuddle with that. I don't. So I don't know if she's still even listening. Oh, she is.
now I'm here.
There we are.
Hey, he is.
But
Where were you at, buddy?
it just cut out. But I picked up the shittiest stranger's mask for a Halloween party because I was running out of time, and it is Trick or Treat Studios.
Is that pray at night? Is that what that's supposed to be?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. That's the eyes. They're straight instead of circles.
I'm
Circle.
surprised you didn't make it, dude. You
I-
being the
I
cosplay
didn't-
buff you are, huh?
I didn't have the time for this one, but I'm working on other stuff now. So,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
but yeah, it was just a chill weekend.
That's a
And
pretty
that's-
big fucking potato sack for Bobby's head.
Yo, that thing fucking fits. Like I'm
That's a
surprised
big
it does. That thing fucking fits. So I'm
Yeah.
happy. But that's about it for me. Literally, just chill. Boss, you. Let's go.
Well, as I say every week, podcast here, podcast there, podcasts everywhere. This week we had Nick Benson, special effects artist from Tremors, and his friend, was it James Azriel, on, and they were on to talk about their prop museum, Cinelogia, in Las Vegas, Nevada, and they have some crazy props. Over 110 movies, they said they have props from.
No shit.
My movie. They have a couple Lost things too. Right now, they have an entire Silent Hill display, 4 full nurses, 2 pyramid heads, and a whole bunch of like other stuff. They have the entire costume set from the main cast of Silent Hill 1, and then some Silent Hill 2 stuff. But the crazy thing is, like, this is gonna blow your mind. So we asked the question early in the show, like, what is there, since he has so many props and they all don't fit in there, right?
Mhm.
Like, how often do you rotate things out? And he said seasonal. And then as the show goes on, he explains why. He doesn't live in Las Vegas. He lives like by Lance. He has to.
Oh, wow, really?
Drives all the props to Vegas himself and swaps everything out and then drives it back. So that's why it's seasonal.
Did you ask him what size U-Haul trailer he fucking rents for that shit?
Right.
Yeah, like, I want to know what.
That's a solid 30-footer at least.
It's got to be.
But he said that they're open now. They're in Las Vegas. Look it up. Cinelogia. Tickets are $25 at the door. COVID restrictions apply, all that good stuff. So head on over, guys. Check it out. Really cool episode with those guys. And then Sunday, I got to hang out with my daughters. Super good time.
Hell yeah.
I got some new movies in. I got the 4K Terminator 2, 4K Terminator Dark Fate, 4K Starship Troopers, and then I got the Scream Factory, John Carpenter's Vampires.
Nice.
Yeah, Padre. It's pretty.
Man, I haven't watched that movie in a minute.
It's jam packed with special features and the
that's one of my
qualities. Yeah, I love it.
Starship Troopers, is it just the first one or is it the whole like series?
Just the first one. It's the 4K scan of the 4K.
I mean, honestly, that's the only one you really need.
Mhm.
Yeah. The animated show's not bad.
I mean, I try to give 3 credit where credit was due because they brought back Rico, but
It's not the same, bro.
No, not even close. We needed fucking NPH, bro. NPH.
But we watched Halloween 2 today, and Sarah actually watched it with me. So
Nice.
that was pretty cool. And she actually recognized the soundtrack and said, "Don't you own this on vinyl?" And I was like, "Hey." So that definitely happened. So she's definitely got an ear. She's paying attention. Shout out to my fiance. Said it right this time.
Yeah. He's learning. He's getting there.
I had to catch him
So,
yesterday on Wake and Bake.
Further ado, it's time for our review of 1981's Halloween 2, directed by Rick Rosenthal, who also directed the other great Halloween film, Halloween Resurrection, written by John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, produced by Deborah Hill and John Carpenter, starring JLC as Laurie Strode, Donald Pleasance as Dr. Sam Loomis, 6 times, people. 6 times.
6 times. Plus another 5.
Yeah. Charles Cyphers as Sheriff Leigh Brackett, Lance Guest as Jimmy, Pamela Shoop as Nurse Karen Bailey to return in Halloween H2O, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Hey, I just realized you said 6 times. He shot him 6 times. He also played Dr. Loomis 6 times.
6 times. No.
Oh wait, they
No.
sound alike. That's right.
And
H2 of these
also-
sound alike.
They're
Yes.
actually
that's right.
wrong. In this movie, it's 7 times. Recount.
Wait.
Yeah, he's right.
Well, he shot him 5 times in the hospital. Did he shot him 2 other times?
No, I mean like at the very beginning.
Oh.
It's 7 times when they reshot it.
Oh, okay. Hunter Von Leer as Deputy Gary Hunt, Tawny Moyer as Nurse Jill Franco, and Alicia as Nurse Janet Marshall. Rest in peace, honey. Nancy Stevens as Marion Chambers, Dick Warlock as Michael Myers / Patrolman number 3, Gloria Gifford as Nurse Virginia Alves, Leo Rossi as Bud Scarletti. Leo, we know Leo. Where's he from?
Jersey. Oh no, he's also from Maniac Cop 2.
Yes, that's right. I am hearing.
You know what? I accept
Where's he
that
from?
answer.
Jersey.
I accept that answer.
That's a great answer.
Done fucked up.
No,
Shout
it's
out
good.
to
I love
our
it.
sponsor, Adam Schmidt. What's up, buddy?
What's up, sir?
Woohoo!
Find him over on Instagram at weapon.creations.
Yeah.
So, Leo Rossi, shout out to you too, dude. Fuck yeah. He's that crazy dude in Maniac Cop, right?
Refresh my
Yeah,
memory.
he is. He's the one that is like on the side.
He's like
Oh!
80s
that
Rafi.
guy.
80s Rafi.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Yes.
Get ready to see my dick.
Yes. Ford Rainey as Dr. Frederick Mixter. Music by John Carpenter and Alan Howarth, who would go on to do the music for a lot of these Halloween sequels. Cinematography by Kunde! There we go. Edited by Mark Goldblatt and Skip Skolnick. Distributed by Universal Pictures. Released on October 30th, 1981. Runtime of 92 minutes. Budget 2.5 million. Gross 25.5 million.
Fuck. That
So
is
it did
a
about
hell of an
half
increase
what the
there.
first one did, which is pretty good.
Yeah, let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
This claims to be HD.
I shot him 6
Sounds it.
times. I shot him in the heart. Man, he's not human.
Universal Pictures presents Halloween 2, More of the Night He Came Home.
Who is it?
There was nothing within him, neither conscience nor reason, that wasn't even remotely human.
Poor Mrs. Elrod.
This is some kind of a joke. I've been trigger-treated to death tonight. You don't know what death is.
Yes.
There he
Poor
is.
Ben Tramer. He
There's
never
far
had
more
to-
explosions in this movie.
There is no place to hide. He will always find you.
Oh, I think I
What's
saw
this?
Putty Cat.
It's a Celtic word. It means the Lord of the Dead.
My dad greeted me that way once. He yelled Sam Hain.
Mr. Garrett?
This is a long trailer. I feel like it would have ended by now. They don't need to show all these extra scenes. No, they pretty much made the point.
This is a TV commercial.
Yeah. Is it?
Yes, it is.
That makes sense. This Friday night, coming to
Halloween 2, More of the Night He Came Home.
Tonight on the ABC Sunday Night Movie.
Dun, dun, yes. At 8 p.m.
That's just beautiful.
We'll give Bobby a second here. He's a little verklempt.
So, guys, picking up precisely where his predecessor left off, Halloween 2 follows the same ill-fated characters as they encounter the knife-wielding maniac they left for dead in the first Halloween. It seems the inhuman Michael Myers is still very much alive and out for revenge as he stalks the deserted halls of the Haddonfield Memorial Hospital, where Laurie Strode lays waiting. As he gets closer and closer to his terrified target, Dr. Loomis discovers the chilling mystery behind the crazed psychopath's savage actions. The body count continues as the film rises to a thrilling climax.
And thrilling
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, it's everything a sequel should be. More explosions,
It's
like
also
More blood.
more blood, right?
what
It's gore and it's more, people. It is the
Right.
embodiment of this show.
It literally has made one of the best memes in the last 5 years of memes, and that is the finger up the butt. Yeah, I mean, come on. And if you didn't know that, now you know. That's how.
Now you're gonna
I
go-
forgot all about that. I haven't seen that meme in a while. Thanks, Johnny.
You're
But-
welcome. You know what?
Surprise
Our
finger in
phones
the
will be
butt.
listening, so you're gonna see it within probably 24 hours now. I would.
Oh,
imagine.
yeah. Yeah.
All right.
all things aside, like this to me is the sequel of. Besides,
Wow.
that was wonderful. This
Welcome
to
the
me
Kid Show.
was the pinnacle of like sequels besides other movies because like this literally carried over that same night. Like
So you would say it's the pinnacle of horror sequels, probably.
more than likely. Yeah.
I could say that this film's better than the first film. They perfected the Halloween formula, and I think that this could be revered as the best slasher film of all time.
Wow.
Tell me a better
I would
one,
have to
Chad.
disagree. A better slasher movie or a better sequel?
Better slasher film.
Oh, I was gonna say. I was
Pieces. I love that.
Pieces was pretty good.
I would put Pieces above this.
Is there any reason why I would
love
be
this
hearing
movie, but-
myself?
Any reason?
Is everybody making sure that I'm not coming through your computer for some reason?
No, you're
Hello.
I hear you.
Let's see, I'll turn my headset.
Hello,
down a
hello,
little
hello,
bit, it's a little
hello?
bit loud. My deaf ass.
I say I'm.
Yeah, you might be hitting it from my headset, but that's all I can.
Is that any better, sir?
I think we should be okay, unless it's
Yeah,
picking up through Chad's life alert. I think we're okay.
Nothing here. No.
Hey, man, I'm right behind. I'm not that far behind Chad, man. So it's like my deaf
Speaking
ass.
of life alerts, my mom needs one. She fell and hurt her ankle today.
Oh, damn.
She's fine, but it just made me send her a bunch of memes and gifs, and she wasn't having it.
Are you getting your life alert
And
for Christmas?
you were brutal about it in the chat too.
Oh yes. I was like,
Are you
"You're
getting your life
47."
alert for Christmas?
I was like, oh yeah.
Please video that if you do. I mean, I
was like, you're 47. You can't be falling. Like, stop.
She's 47, not 67. She'll be fine.
Exactly. But she messages me. She's like, I'm on my way to the hospital. She's like, I fell. And I was like, what? I shouldn't be hearing this for another 20 years. Like,
I think my first question would be like, how?
Yeah.
Feel like I was trying these new Heelys out, and you know. Oh, fuck.
So, before we continue of this review, let's call Doppelganger Kangabanger.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I know he's got notes.
sexy Aussie voice.
My Doppelganger Kangabanger from down under, brother Kane. What's up, brother?
Not much, mate. I just fucking woke up, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
How are you and the motherfucking crew?
Pretty fucking
Wonderful.
good.
Great, thank you
Great
for asking.
movie. And I can't wait to hear
We're kicking names and taking ass.
Yeah. And I can't wait to hear your thoughts on Halloween 2.
Well, just let me start off by saying I love everything about this fucking film. You know, to follow it up 3 years later, to still look like a continuation of the same night as the first is like, I think they did an outstanding job. I guess we have Kunde to thank for that. Thank for that, yeah. So, but you know, like from the cinematography, like of the streets to the gothic hallway to the hospital, like the way Michael floats from the shadow play, to me is unnerving and showcases to what I think is his best portrayal. I think Dick Warlock's version of the Shape screams perfection to me. You know, he definitely nailed the character's persona. I also just want to add that I'm glad that this was the pissed off version of Michael becoming a ruthless slasher that we didn't get to see from the first film. You know, overall, solid direction and executed very nicely.
Awesome. So what would you give this out of 5?
You know what? Seeing I used to watch it religiously as a kid, I'm gonna have to give it a 5 out of 5.
Oh,
That's my
Wow.
boy. That's my boy.
that's fair.
I
enough,
honestly think it's better than the first film. That's just me.
I agree.
But yeah, I just love how Michael's just a ruthless motherfucker in this film.
Yes, absolutely ruthless. Well, Brody, thank you for lending a hand to the show this week, and we'll see you next week.
No worries. Well, I look forward to it, and take it easy, boys.
You too.
Peace out.
See you
bro.
later, buddy.
Later, buddy.
Cheers.
And for anybody listening, if you do enjoy Brody's sexy voice, you can actually catch him over on Scuba Steve's next episode, I believe.
I'm calling the
Oh, yeah?
bastard. Hold on. He'll fucking promo for you. Here we
Well,
go.
I just promo fucking for him. So there you go.
You let the poor man whore himself.
Yo,
Scuba
Listen,
Steve,
he's gonna-
whore yourself. Whore yourself
what's
on the show.
up, you sexy sons of bitches? You know,
You whore yourself right now.
Okay, let's put it the Scuba Steve way and the Scuba Steve guarantee.
Yes.
So what's going on, Phyllis?
So Halloween 2, thoughts, feelings?
Oh, I love it. I love Halloween 2, you know, and I have to agree with you. It is probably hands down one of the best slasher film ever.
And it's a great follow up to the first one, and I think it's actually better than the first Halloween movie. The soundtrack was amazing. The way the movie was filmed was amazing. Dick Warlock did a great job portraying Michael Myers.
Yes.
You know, so it's one of my all-time favorite movies. I mean, who doesn't love Michael Myers? You know, and I think this was a great follow-up to the first movie, and you know, one of the rare films that picks up that same night. And you know, you can watch the first one and then watch the second one right away, and it's boom. You know, it's like you're watching 4 hours worth of awesomeness or whatever it is. You know what I mean? 3 hours of awesomeness. So it's a great movie. I love it. There's nothing bad to say about this movie at all.
Hell yeah, man. So what would you rate this out of 5?
A 5, solid 5, hands down.
Fucking A. So let's end this call with a little promo for the next episode of Somewhat Supernatural.
All right. So next episode of Somewhat Supernatural in 2 weeks. We're going to have Brody, and we will be discussing all things Australia, anything supernatural in Australia. We've been going over some stuff already, and the Yowie is one of the things we will be discussing, TJ. So I know you're going to love that.
Nice.
So
tell Scoob I just listened to episode 2 today. If you can't hear me.
Scoob just said, John just said that he listened to episode 2 today.
I'm going to get tomorrow myself while I'm doing work.
And Bobby said he's going to listen to it. So until next time, Steve. See you
all
later,
right,
brother.
man. I'll talk to you guys later.
Peace out.
See you later, buddy.
Later, buddy.
Okay, guys. So moving on with this week's review.
What can be said about this movie?
What? I mean,
what?
Continuing with what everyone else said, I love this movie. Like, I can't even remember the first time I saw it. When's the first time you saw it, Chad?
Let's see. I was about, say about 8 or 9 years old. It was on just regular broadcast TV because, we didn't have cable where I lived and we never rented it. So I saw it on regular broadcast TV, and it actually scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
So I'd say it was very effective. And, I've been a Michael Myers fan ever since. I actually saw this one before I saw the first one. So
really?
2 was my first. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I can't remember how I was a teen when I watched this because I saw the first one when I was a kid, but never got around to watching the second one until I started getting more into horror and stuff. So
I remember the first Halloween movie I watched was 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Starting right at the ass.
My brother had them on VHS, so I just picked one. But the first time I saw 2, I bought a DVD. It was from, I don't remember where I got it from, but it had
Universal.
No, it had an odd cover on it. Like I've never seen that DVD cover since. But
is it the cover where does it have Loomis on the cover of it?
It has Loomis, Laurie, and Michael.
Yeah, I had that.
That's what I had, and I'm like, okay. But I remember the first time I saw this, like I was like, this is fucking creepy looking. Like this really gets into the atmosphere. From that day forward, literally, probably for a couple of years, I could say every day. I literally don't have to watch this movie everything. From the moment Mr. Sandman starts to the moment it ends.
Sandman.
Like I could give you the credits if you wanted it. Like that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Fuck you, Brody. Fuck you.
Wait, what do you say?
Is he trying to get me triggered?
Yes.
Brody's asking me how good Insidious is, knowing full well that I fucking hate.
I was gonna say I've never actually watched them.
Hate it.
They are good films. Maybe the last 2 are.
You say they are or they aren't?
No, they are.
Oh,
like the first one.
No, the first half of the first one was decent. When he went to the
second one though is better than the first. I feel
it can't be worse because halfway through he goes into this fucking ghost dimension. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, so it's Paranormal Activity 6. Sweet.
No,
I haven't seen that.
It's literally called the Ghost Dimension.
No, totally different kind of dimension, but
yeah.
me and my girlfriend were talking about that. Like, it's an okay.
Wait, guys, isn't this a Halloween review?
Yes, it is.
You can thank Brody for triggering me.
Fuck
Fucking
you,
mentioning
Brody.
the demon,
you.
the Darth Maul Freddy Krueger demon.
Brody's just that extra little dude in the back, but he's still like, you know what I mean?
No,
Like he still derails the show like purposely.
He's the agitator, dude.
Yes.
Fucking
He's the instigator. The instigator.
That is instigating right there. That is totally instigating.
Instigate him. Instigate him, Niall. All right.
So there's not much else we could really say. John, do you have anything to say before we go behind the scenes?
Yeah, so obviously in comparison to like the first one, and I feel like you guys can, dude, but let me just say, Myers is a fucking Hulk in this one. Mm-hmm. Literally. He pulls the fucking Lou Ferrigno fucking through the door like blah. I was like, wow, dude. Like to be honest, because I haven't watched it in a fucking good minute, I kind of forgot about that shit. But like,
so did I, dude. He was breaking through doors before Jason was.
Okay, yes, and as ridiculous as it seems, I guess if you take it in context with how fucking strong he is in this movie, the fact that he just picks a nurse up with the end of a fucking scalpel, like it's goddamn
one-handed
nothing. And, you know, some people might say it's ridiculous, but I'm like, dude, he breaks through a door. He gets shot like 11 fucking times. Like,
he's not human.
Listen, and you know what?
It's the curse of the thorn.
And here's the other thing. I will say,
yes, Bobby.
I don't know if I can necessarily say this is better. I would say it's equal with the first one because, like, I personally love them as one joint movie. I mean,
I agree with that
because you couldn't appreciate all the amazing Loomis dialogue in this movie if it wasn't for the first one. Yeah. And I love Loomis's fucking random rants and like, dude, you can give me a whole nother hour of that shit, and I'd be like, yep, just eating that shit up all day.
I very much agree with you on that, John. Because I mean, like I said, this is probably, I don't want to say my favorite. There's like 4 favorites of this whole franchise. This one being obviously
franchise.
Yeah. But I can't appreciate this, and nobody can without the first one, because, as we all said, without the first one, there would not have been a second one.
Like he definitely goes. Like what is it in Friday the 13th game? Like he hits rage mode in this movie. You know what I mean?
Rage mode, yep.
Yeah.
Like
that's exactly what I thought too.
Yeah, he's just breaking
like,
through
mode.
doors. He doesn't give a fuck anymore. Nothing's stunning him. Like, nah.
And like, and we'll talk about it later. But I mean, this is not my favorite scene, but this was my runner-up. But I have my favorite. But I have to say this now: when you see Laurie going back into the hospital, and you just see him. Listen, I have never seen any other movie monster do this or slasher. You ever seen a man just walk through the glass window without moving his fucking arms?
Okay, wait. Can I add one snippet to that?
I have freeze framed this. There's no blinking in the eyes. Like, just legitimately thinking from a standpoint of someone who has to do that. Those eyes were locked on. Like, there was no blinking.
That's not even that, dude. I'm going to add to that. It wasn't just glass. He went through a fucking metal bar.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? Like, it was like,
oh, fuck.
He's like, excuse me. Poof. Like, just right through that shit.
Everybody
he was Terminator before the Terminator. He was fucking Jason. He was like,
window. Like, he just walked in. I was like, I was like this when I first saw him. Like, how? As a 10-year-old kid, I was like, I don't get this.
And I mean, dude, you get some great fucking long pan shots in this, dude. Like, I could watch that whole beginning like 15 minutes just on repeat.
I could watch people get loaded into the back of an ambulance for hours. As long as Dean Cundy's doing those tracking shots, I could watch it.
Well, I'm just saying that whole when he's like walking in the back alleys with the dog and stuff, and then he goes like,
everything's dude, beautiful.
Yeah, and the street scene with the boombox kid, and then like that whole
we could sit here and we could talk about tracking shots all day, but let's talk about fixed position cameras and the work that is done here. Let's talk about the Elrod house. Let's talk about the maternity ward.
I love that whole scene because I literally looked at my wife when we were watching that. I was like, I would say that's us, but that's already us. Like I'm usually already like falling asleep in the chair, and she's.
I don't know if anybody else will bring this up in the credits. Mrs. Elrod is listed, but her husband is not listed as Mr. Elrod. It's listed as man in chair.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's
I don't think that's her husband. I think that's her boyfriend.
Ooh, you should have
That's
brought that
like-
up for big questions, dude.
Yeah.
Mrs. Was she? Ooh, that's why she was making him a sandwich.
Mr. Elrod was not home. Exactly.
That's why she's in her robe.
Yep.
Oh,
That's all, dude. You got us a whole.
Mrs.
You just got a
Elrod,
whole nother side movie, man.
The Elrod.
Oh, Mrs. Elrod, you whore.
Could you imagine that just making it about some cheating old people and then just end it with Michael Myers stealing their kitchen knife? Like that's how you bring it all together.
That's how he's celebrating sex with Mrs. Elrod, watching Night of the Living Dead, and she's making him a sandwich. Kudos to you, guy in chair.
So
Kudos.
Right?
he asks him, Harold, you want mayonnaise on your sandwich?
Yeah.
You sleeping again?
You know what? And I love.
She wore him out.
Yeah,
Of course he was
he
sleeping.
wore himself out.
Mrs. Elrod, you
Viagra
dog.
wore off.
Thank God for public domain, by the way, because how awesome is it to always enjoy a little bit of Night of the Living Dead?
Race, come sit on my face.
Uh,
Don't make me cry. I need your pie.
Yeah.
Talk about public domain.
Okay, Chad, I think it's time that you peek behind that curtain. You
Ooh.
can't-
Nah, we're not going to do that
There's
tonight.
so much.
no current peeking.
Okay, so
Just
John
let
I've got a lot.
Just let Bobby
I've got a
go.
lot. I'm just teasing you fuckers. Okay, so the mask Michael wears is the exact same mask worn in the original Halloween film. It looks different in the sequel because the paint had faded due to a few reasons. First, because Nick Castle, the original Michael, kept it in his back pocket during shoots. Also, Deborah Hill kept the mask under her bed for several years until the filming of Halloween 2, causing it to collect dust and yellow because Hill was a heavy smoker. Also, the mask appears wider because Dick Warlock is shorter and stockier than Nick Castle, so the mask fits his head differently. As the producers thought it would be the final sequel in the series, they let Warlock keep the mask, scalpel, boots, jumpsuit, and knife used in filming. When they decided to revive Michael in Halloween 4, the producers realized they'd made a mistake and never again gave props out to the cast and crew. Therefore, subsequent sequels used different masks that looked rather different. And there is more on that further on down, where I talk about the hero mask and the stunt mask. So, to get the role of Michael Myers, Dick Warlock revealed that as he passed by a room, the Michael Myers mask was on a table. He put the mask on and walked into Rick Rosenthal's office and just stood there. After Rosenthal continuously asked him who he was and he didn't reply, he took off the mask and asked if he could play Michael Myers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Literally.
Yeah, you just stand there menacingly. John Carpenter and Deborah Hill had no interest in making a sequel as they believed the original was a standalone movie. When the studio offered them more money to write the script, Carpenter took the job so he could earn back what he believes was his owed pay at the time. However, the script was not forming out as well as he thought, and he had personally stated that the other thing helping him through the screenplay process was a 6-pack of Budweiser every day, which led to what he believes an inferior script and bad choices in the movie's story. He later called Halloween 2 an abomination and a horrible movie.
Which I'd like to add, you could totally tell he hated because obviously he was just trying to kill all his characters off and shit. Like,
not only that, I mean, you'll probably say it, Chad, anyway, but at the time when he was doing this,
Laurie's fucked by the end of this.
Erwin Yablans was suing him because he got to deal with Avco Embassy to do Fog and then Escape from New York. But Erwin didn't know that. He said, oh, okay, do Escape from New York, then come do Halloween 2. Yeah, no. Then they went and did those two, and then it's like, well, I'm suing you both. Now you have to do this. So think about it. Yeah, he wanted the money back he thought he was owed, but he also had no choice.
yeah,
He had a
I watched that on the Halloween 2 special features there, and the dude said like it was his own buddy that he told on the plane. He's like, "Yo, we got Carpenter do the Fog and Halloween 2." He didn't even mention Escape from New York, actually.
Escape from New York,
which is actually kind of sweet. But yeah, then this dude just literally stole it out from underneath him, and then that's where the lawsuit fucking came from. It's like, wow, man, fuck that shit.
So 81 was a double-edged sword year for Carpenter.
Right.
Oh, by the way, they even made the whole John Carpenter writing Halloween 2 into a Budweiser commercial.
Yes. What was that? Like
last year?
Was it only last year?
No,
Last year, maybe the year
I
before.
think it was 2 years ago.
I say I do remember that. That was awesome.
Where was I? Producer, writer John Carpenter didn't like Rick Rosenthal's first version of the film, believing it to be as scary as an episode of Quincy M.E. A re-edit was done, but Carpenter still found it too tame, so he took over the editing process and sped up the action. He also shot a few gory scenes that were added into the film despite Rosenthal's objections. This annoyed Rosenthal because he wanted the sequel to emulate the way the original avoided explicit violence and gore in favor of well-crafted suspense and terror. In fact, Carpenter had intended for Halloween 2 to do just that, but the success of the new wave of slasher films in 79 and 80 made him afraid that a film that was scary and R-rated but lacked bloodshed and nudity would do poorly at the box office, leading to the extra graphic material inclusions. He later said he thought Rosenthal didn't have a feeling for what was going on with the film, and of course Rosenthal went on to direct Halloween Resurrection, the best film of the entire series.
Exactly.
You better watch.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Dude, we have Rosenthal to thank for that.
Dude, that you can argue with me, but that has some of the best atmosphere of all the Halloween movies.
I'll give you that. I
Yeah.
won't give you best out of the series. You're pushing your
Because
luck.
that Myers house is fucking tastefully done. That is mwah.
I liked how it was a hybrid of like an actual theatrical film and like a found
Yeah,
footage type
that was
film, too.
interesting. Like I did like that.
The only thing,
Again, it's not as bad as people think it is. If you
No.
watch the Ryan, you're fine.
but the only thing
It's still better than anything Rob Zombie did.
listen.
Yep. Bingo.
There's one thing I hate about that movie. It's so minuscule. Being a cosplayer, are you ready? Is that black fucking makeup under his eyes? Because you're never supposed to see that. Never, and you see it clearly. Now I'm done.
I don't think I ever noticed.
Oh,
Well, now I feel
and
like
I've
I
seen
have
Potter.
to watch it just to see if I notice
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I know, right? This is the only Halloween film to show the morning after the 31st. Every other movie ends on Halloween night.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. I mean, it is the full continuation, but yes.
The sequel, though not as successful at the box office as the original, still grossed more money than other 1981 horror movies, such as The Howling, Friday the 13th Part 2, and The Final Conflict.
This movie did about half of what the original did at the time.
Mm-hmm. Which is still pretty good.
Yeah, but it still made like insane bank.
Mm-hmm.
Compared Jaws to Jaws 2. It's like they did. Jaws 2 did 70, and
Jaws 2 is extremely underrated.
oh yeah, it is. Continue.
Yeah, it's still not a bad movie, except for that one shot of the shark. I hate that shot.
I feel like we've discussed this.
We have. That's why I'm not
Okay.
bringing it up any further. This film was set immediately after the first Halloween. Since Jamie Lee Curtis had begun to wear a much shorter hairstyle in the 80s, she had to wear a wig that matched her original hairstyle for the film.
Yeah, and you could tell too.
Mm-hmm. The voice of Alice's friend heard over the telephone is the voice of Nancy Loomis, who played Annie in Halloween and appears in Halloween 2 as the corpse of Annie.
No shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
One common criticism, I actually even wrote this down. One common criticism is that the hospital is too conveniently dead, even for a night shift, for Michael to be able to walk around unnoticed and kill the hospital staff. Rick Rosenthal said he based this off a personal experience he had with his wife, where they once attended a hospital late at night and it was completely deserted, save for a few doctors and nurses and the patients. Additionally, early dialogue in the script refers to as Haddonfield Clinic, not a fully staffed hospital.
Ah.
Now that you say that, I do wonder.
And they refer to it as a clinic once in the film.
Yeah,
They do.
I do wonder how he would have maneuvered if there was more people. I wonder how tense that would really be. That would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Think about it. He couldn't roam the halls like that. So how's he getting around? Like,
I don't know, man. I feel like that's just Michael's thing, though. Like he'd still be able to do it.
Yeah. As Halloween, people wouldn't really bat an eyelash at it.
He's the shape, man. He would just like hide in shadows and shit, dude. Like,
I mean, Rick Rosenthal again in Halloween Resurrection takes us back to a hospital, but a mental hospital.
Yeah.
And he roams the halls once again.
this is true.
So also, and I'm sure, which obviously you enjoy, is literally a pure continuation of H2O.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Which I think this film just fuels my reasoning more to why I think that H2O is a better successor to the franchise than H18.
Agreed.
I think once you see how Laurie is and portrayed in this film, she's really beaten down. I think that seeing Laurie kind of like move to California, start a new life is a lot more realistic to me than seeing this fucking whacked out nut job living in the woods with all these weapons. I think that that's a lot. I like, H2O.
Yeah, I don't really fully understand their reasoning behind Laurie's whole PTSD to that extreme level when she didn't really suffer through a whole lot, it seems.
Well, if you look at, for H18, technically, yeah, she actually didn't suffer a lot. 5 people died, not 16. Had you included the first 2, then I could understand. So I do totally get that aspect.
If you watch Halloween 1, Halloween 2, and Halloween H2O and say, that's it. That's a pretty good storyline, and that gives you closure. That's a good trilogy. That's the sister trilogy.
And I think that's with the first 20 minutes of Resurrection.
No, we don't even talk about that.
No. You could even end with
it ends with her cutting his head off, and that being the end of her struggle.
Yeah, I could live with that.
Yeah.
And wasn't that always questionable though, whether that was actually him or not?
No, it was only questioned whenever they announced Resurrection.
When they were doing H2O, they originally wanted to do that, and they said, "No, you're not doing that." They said, "You're keeping."
I haven't watched H2O, probably since 2000. So
they were gonna. They had a whole thing with that. But Chad, continue.
Right. Halloween 2 was originally written to take place in a high-rise apartment building. Later in script meetings, however, the setting was changed to Haddonfield Hospital. Dick Warlock is the shortest Michael Myers in the entire series, and in fact, he wore lifts in order to appear taller.
Yeah, I
was going to say he seemed pretty tall in it, but lifts.
Listen, he's tiny. He's a tiny man.
Yeah,
he's 5'9".
He's like 5'8".
First of all, you aren't allowed to call anybody tiny because everybody's tiny compared to you, dude. I'm tiny compared to you.
No, but seriously, no. When I say tiny, he's tiny. He had to wear lifts in the shoes, and those boots are 3 inches heels. So he had a double thing going.
That's hot. So he had 6-inch high heels on. Is pretty much what you're saying.
Pretty much. 6-inch high heel boots.
That's why his ass looks so fucking killer.
Figured
it out.
Pun intended.
Chadwick.
A novelization of the film was published in 1981. I actually have it in a drawer sitting right over there.
Which one?
It was written by horror sci-fi writer Dennis Etchison under the pseudonym Jack Martin and became a bestseller. The start of each of the chapters in the book were lined with captioned black and white stills from the movie. Until 2018, this is one of only 2 Halloween films released by Universal Studios. After the massive success of the first film, Universal picked up the sequel. When Halloween 3 didn't fare so well, Universal gave the rights to Trancas International, an affiliate of Universal's, who produced the films until 1989. Then in 1996, the rights were sold to Miramax. They went through several studio changes during the whole course of the
but the
franchise
stuck around.
Interestingly, several of the scenes and lines in the film were taken by John Carpenter from the novelization of the original Halloween, written by Curtis Richards and published in 1979. The most obvious references are the neighbor appearing from a house near the Doyle residence and speaking to Loomis. Their exchange is almost identical and includes the line, "You don't know what death is," from Loomis. Loomis going outside after shooting Michael to view his body. And Loomis also says his gun heightens my sense of security, a line said to Deputy Hunt in the movie.
Yep. That's at the Myers house.
Woo!
Dude, Loomis was fucking he was just a little trigger happy in this movie.
Yes, he was.
You bang.
Carpenter.
Right?
The year too.
Okay, so Lance Guest, who played Jimmy, was relatively unknown when he made this movie. Went on to star with Dan O'Herlihy, who plays Cochran in Halloween 3. They starred in a movie called The Last Starfighter in 1984, which was directed by
Nick Castle.
Nick Castle.
I always forget he did that movie.
Nice little, what do they call that? 8 degrees of Kevin Bacon, or 6 degrees of sex? Yeah.
He's more than just a pretty shape.
He is.
I see what you did there.
Like Bobby.
Oh!
The alternate television version of the film has been known to be called the producer's cut.
It does have a few more stalking scenes too, which are actually pretty cool.
Surprised it actually has more scenes being on TV, but
there's one shot in that TV series where it's literally so quick. You just see Michael walking across the hall opening a door and he slams it shut. Why couldn't we keep that?
So they were like, we just don't need that Scooby-Doo scene. We're good.
But yeah.
Okay, so going back to the mask. As the story goes, the mask used in this film was the same used in the first one, but the stunt mask Tony Moran and Jim Winburn used was different from the Nick Castle mask. The stunt mask from Halloween 1 was also used in this, and the final scene after Michael's shot in the eyes. This is the mask that is seen burning away in the end, proven as Dick Warlock kept the hero mask for over 20 years.
Woo. Now it's...
So the one you see burning is the stunt mask from the first one.
All right.
Mask, unfortunately, though, but peacefully rotting away slowly but surely.
When released in theaters the same year, it was released in the same year as Friday the 13th Part 2, which stars Jason Voorhees, blah, blah, blah. Both movies include a scene where a law enforcement official is killed with a hammer claw to the head.
Yes.
Yeah.
The sequel was originally intended to be the final film to feature Michael Myers, Dr. Sam Loomis, and Laurie Strode. John Carpenter purposely killed off Myers and Loomis because he wanted to end the Haddonfield storyline. When he was asked to do a second sequel, he chose to continue the franchise as an anthology of non-related horror stories that take place during Halloween.
Real quick, that's my brother, ladies and gentlemen. My
What's up?
And,
What is up,
as
Bobby's
you can
brother?
see, me and my brother are one of our personal favorites. This was our favorites growing up. There you go. What's up, Tom? Love you. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, we still
He
gonna
must have
Bobby's
hated
mom
having a
again.
younger brother literally like 2 feet fucking over him. You probably never took any shit from him, dude.
Well, as a child, it was total.
Well, yeah, but would you hit like 13 and you were like, enough?
I was more like 16.
I got a mustache now. Leave me alone.
Right?
I can picture Bobby being over 6 feet tall and his voice is cracking like the squeaky voiced teenager in Simpsons.
Yeah, right. Oh, fuck.
Jimmy's fate is left unclear in the theatrical cut as he simply collapses in his car from a concussion after he slipped on the pool of blood. However, in the alternate ending, the TV version, he is revealed to have survived with bandages over his head and sharing an ambulance with Laurie to be transported to another hospital.
Ah, okay. I was kind of wondering about that myself.
Yep.
Halloween 4.
Say that one more time.
Halloween 4. Wait, who's getting who Loomis is? Or are you saying
No, Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy. I thought you said Michael.
Jimmy the Creeper.
Oh.
Jimmy the Creeper.
Halloween 4.
Whispering to Laurie while she's passed out.
Not even that, dude. He was like touching her hand and shit, dude. And then even like 20
he's probably
minutes
touching
later,
more
he's
than
like,
that.
I know I don't really know you. I was like, you're fucking sure acting like you did. Anyway, sorry.
An interview with John Carpenter revealed the whole Michael and Laurie being brother and sister was a consequence of the airing of the original Halloween on television. After NBC obtained the television broadcast rights, they contacted him with a request for more footage since the film was too short for the intended time slot. Carpenter, who was making little progress on his Halloween 2 script, then conceived of the whole hidden family connection inspired by The Empire Strikes Back. The twist allowed him to film additional scenes for Halloween, which retroactively dropped hints to this family connection, and at the same time served as a plot device to get his new script going. Carpenter later said the brother thing was awful.
Why?
I mean, I
like it.
It always made sense to me.
I mean, I honestly don't think it's a problem, but at the same time, as they could have done multiple times, you could have debunked it if you really wanted to. The right way could have been done.
Yeah, but I like that.
The problem I have with, and as I've watched it, even with the new Halloween, the problem I have is you could have debunked it after 4. You could have gotten away with it. What if that's not her kid? Again, so then that's not her uncle. You know, that's not her brother. You could have, if you wanted to, have done it the right way, debunked it throughout every time and done something about it, but everybody was butthurt and everybody's stupid. So I like it, but then there's a part of me that goes, well, if you wanted to get rid of it, get rid of it. Like, you could have done it the right way, but they didn't. Sorry.
All right.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
We'll be here all fucking night. We'll be here till I go to work.
Oh, shit. That's fucking early in the moment.
Okay. Okay, continuing on. Alice was the only casualty of the Elrod's stolen kitchen knife. Michael stabs her to death with the knife, but never uses it again as he starts heading to the hospital instead and uses a scalpel later in the film.
Right? He's like, ooh, new tool.
And finally, now this I actually found somewhere else. An incident with minor connections to the film heightened attitudes about the potent effects of media violence on young people. On December 7th, 1982, Richard Delmer Boyer of El Monte, California, murdered Francis and Eileen Harbitz, an elderly couple in Fullerton, California, leading to the trial People versus Boyer in 1989. The couple were stabbed 43 times by Boyer. According to the trial transcript, Boyer's defense was that he suffered from hallucinations in the Harbitz residence brought on by the movie Halloween 2, which the defendant had seen under the influence of PCP, marijuana, and alcohol. The film was played for the jury, and a psychopharmacologist pointed out various similarities between its scenes and the visions the defendant described. Boyer was found guilty and sentenced to death. The incident became known as the Halloween 2 murders and was featured in a short segment on TNT's Monster Vision, hosted by Joe Bob Briggs.
Yeah. That's a fucked up story, dude. Holy shit.
You don't hear a lot of stories of one movie in particular setting off somebody to murder, but
what you would think is they would say, "Oh, a Halloween film." No, it was Halloween 2. Like, this was so specific.
And one specific scene in that movie too, not just the movie in general.
Yeah, but this
each their own.
Damn, dude.
And I also love the fact that, I mean, which is partially why I love 3, because it failed. Then 4. Think about it. Halloween 4, on a little tangent, is the only movie to really pick up right off where Halloween 2 left off. No other 5 picked up off of 4, but 4 was the one that did it right after 2. Everything else after that kind of, for me, fucked it up worse.
I haven't watched 4 in so long, dude. I started it the other day, but
there's one other thing I have a problem with 4. Sorry, we're on this. That's it. That's it. Bobby's getting it out now. 4 to me is not that Thorn trilogy thing. It's not in 4. It was bought in 5. Can't change my mind. I know I'm right. Now I'm done.
All right.
Because it doesn't show up till 5 because they had nothing else to do with it.
Okay, Bobby. It's okay. you can show me where Mustafa Akkad touched you later, okay? Continue.
Right here in the heart, man.
Oh,
but yeah, that's all I have for behind the scenes stuff. And there's tons and tons more.
I want to see a little stuffed Michael Myers doll now, like TJ fucking handed to.
Right here.
Yeah. Oh no, I thought you were gonna pull up a stuffed Michael Myers doll. I was like, dude,
I have it over there.
I have to get up and get it.
Wait.
Love you, Bobby.
It's over there. I'm not getting out of frame.
Is it the one where you press his stomach and it plays the Halloween theme?
It's in the box right over there.
I used to have one of those. I have no idea what happened to it.
What the hell, Chad?
I've moved so many times, dude. It's not even funny.
Your woman got rid of it on you. That's what it was.
No, it was long gone before that.
Oh,
I think my mom did.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, it could potentially be out in the garage in one of my boxes. I have no idea. I'd have to go through box after box to find it.
You just have a rummage day. Be like, what do we got?
That just sounds like it would be a fun day, though.
Right?
Dude, you'd find so much good stuff out there. I got Star Wars stuff. I've got He-Man, Transformers. I've got totes. I got so many comics. It's not even funny.
So it sounds like you need another garage just for your
Basically.
podcast studio to show awesome stuff.
Basically, yeah.
See, TJ agrees over there, I think.
The sad thing is, my Star Wars figures aren't really worth shit because they're the ones that came out in the mid '90s. So I may as well just take them out of the package and let the kids play with them.
Power of the Force.
Yep.
They still look cool. Who cares? Whatever.
Yeah, I'll just take them out of the package and let the kids have fun.
Let him breathe, Chadwick. Let him breathe.
Might as well.
Ooh.
All right.
So, we all ready for some big questions now?
Yes, we are.
All right. So, you know what? I'm actually going to start with Brody's because I also had that question. So, Brody was curious about the kid in the hospital bleeding out of the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was a razor blade. Was it mentioned, or is he just guessing on that?
Oh no, you see it. It shows the razor blade.
It does.
Yeah, when you're looking, you could see the.
Yeah, right when she's taking him into the hospital, she pulls the.
So okay,
cloth
so
away.
my question. I feel like I already know the answer to it, but what would be your guess of what happened, gentlemen?
Oh, the old razor blade in the apple had to be.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
yeah, there's no other thing I could.
I wasn't thinking apple. I was thinking candy, but yeah, either way.
It'd be easier to hide a razor blade in an apple than in a candy bar.
It's candy, like
Chad thinks about this all the time.
if you think about it, I don't know how.
Yeah, but after seeing that in the movie years ago, I thought about it. And like, what would it be hiding in? And like, the other thing that made sense would have to be an apple.
Night of the Demons, baby.
That was several razor blades.
Yes.
Made into a pie. That was the best part of the whole movie.
Yes.
That was pretty
Linnea
crazy.
Quigley's ass shot's pretty nice.
In the beginning there?
Yeah. It's always
And then
solid.
the weird I don't know, man, anything that starts like where the nipples start eating, dude. I mean, you sold me there, so.
You know, man, that reminds me. I was looking over my list of movies for the next year, and I'm thinking, I got to find another Linnea Quigley movie.
Yep.
We need to see her tits again next year.
We've seen her a couple times.
Did you think
It's tradition.
Did you think of a theme yet?
I was thinking of going with Stephen King, but I think I might just go. I may just pick completely random movies. The only reason I was thinking of going with the Stephen King theme was just so we could watch Maximum Overdrive.
I
mean,
knew
you
what I
could
was.
just pick that game. You could just pick that movie.
Exactly.
I still got to get you 4 movies.
We could watch some.
And I only want to review that movie just so we can. I just want to hear everybody's reaction.
If we
to that
do
insane
Maximum
trailer.
Overdrive, we should do Trucks as well.
Oh God, Trucks! Oh, that's a fun movie.
It was like a TV remake of it, Johnny.
Oh, okay.
It's more accurate to the story.
Gotcha. All right, so razor blade and the candy, we get there. How the hell did Myers not burn his hand when he was burning the nurse's face off?
I've always wondered that myself.
Question too.
Like, it would have been cool if they actually like showed him with burn damage and he just didn't give a shit. You know what I mean? But he didn't have any burn damage at all. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, is he that indestructible? Like, he's that much of a Hulk? Like, literally, hot water doesn't fucking burn him. Like, I'm fine with that.
So that's the weird part is he doesn't get burn damage from that. Jump to 4, and his hands are scarred like there's no tomorrow. So it's like, I guess it had to be that severe.
Well, okay, to be fair.
No. He burned up too at the end. That was
just saying,
it wouldn't have been from the hot tub.
Okay, so funny you guys to mention that is because I am not an aficionado of 4, but I know definitely TJ and Bobby is, and maybe even Chad. We know this was supposed to be the end of the series, but in continuation, seeing I don't know, and maybe our fans don't, how the fuck does Loomis and Myers survive?
Well, I guess. Well,
they get protected by what they call sequels, and
they get protected by Hollywood money
and the box
pretty
office
much.
And revenue brought them back.
Well, I heard. I thought. Okay,
Johnny,
I think
I got something for you.
Go ahead, buddy. What
So
do you got?
when they were doing 4, the screenwriter Alan B. McElroy, he actually wrote a scene where
Is this
they
the
were
window
going to
scene?
start from the explosion, and you were supposed to see Loomis kind of fly back as if he was blown out and he was burned. So that's how you were supposed to know Loomis was supposed to be alive. There wasn't supposed to be an indication for Michael, other than he was in a coma.
Well,
that
was
about where they cut it for that.
I mean, Michael's is obviously indestructible, so that's fine. But I just wanted to know how the fuck Loomis would survive that, potentially going into a sequel, unless they literally are just like, okay, that didn't happen. Like, everything happened except for that part.
No,
you know what I mean?
They wanted to do that scene, but there wasn't time to shoot it. So then they obviously brought him back with the burn marks.
I was gonna say, because Loomis has burn marks on his one side, right? At least,
and his hand. If you look in 5, his hands are burnt and shit.
And Michael was burnt too because his hands were burnt. And when you see him in the movie before he even gets the mask, he's always bandaged up.
Okay. And I got 2 more. This is so. What are you guys' thoughts on how the Myers died?
What
was that? The Myers, his parents.
Oh.
Was it like a weird Spider-Man thing where it's just like, nah, they're dead? And then you could write some crazy backstory, or it was like,
yeah, why not?
I don't know. Maybe Drunk driving, who knows?
I mean, that was just kind of a one sentence thing, which, I mean, granted, you don't need like tons of backstory on it. They were just like, up, and they died. It's like, oh shit.
Plot device. That's all it is.
Right. Okay. And the last one, because you guys are the aficionado, and you know what? Maybe this is even mostly for Bobby, because he said he didn't have to watch it and he knows this movie in his sleep. So this is kind of a weird one too. What is the product placement during the scene where he took the knife?
Oh,
Was it Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
Bam! Chad got that shit.
I thought so. It was the glass bottles of Coke.
Well,
Yep.
That movie had Coke all over it.
I know, but that was the first shot of it, and it was a beautiful.
Maximum Overdrive
shot of Coke, dude. Like
Maximum Overdrive also has Coke all over it, but a different kind.
Yeah, it does. But that was the director's.
That was the director's. He was coked out of his mind. Okay,
yes,
now,
that fucking was.
Little forced bump between shots,
Right? He's like, wait, that shot wasn't good enough. Hold on. All right, let's try that again.
Okay, now I have a question for you guys.
Shoot it.
Night of the Living Dead was the first movie they were watching.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was the second movie?
Which scene? Oh,
wasn't Evil
in
Dead,
in the hospital.
It's
in the
not
waiting room. Nope.
The Thing from Another World?
No.
The Thing would have been from the first one. I know.
The Thing was the first film, then Night of the Living Dead.
Wait. Are you mean when Bud's in that one room?
It doesn't actually show it. It just says the movie was starting. The movie that was starting.
It sounds like Night of the Living Dead because that's that soundtrack.
It was Dementia.
Ah.
Wow. I would have nope. I would have not.
See, Johnny, I thought for sure you would have been like, that'd be a good question.
Yeah, I don't know. This one,
I'm surprised.
I should have caught that, but I was trying to think of like super weird random ones that you would hopefully not be able to answer.
I think they were saying like coming up next, Dementia.
Oh well, that was a good question though.
Thank you.
Anybody else? We good? Or are we on to our main breakdown?
Break it down.
Oh, Bobby's thinking. Look
at that beautiful face, just in thought. I wish
he's got something. Got something
for the audio listeners out there. He's it's a nice chiseled chin.
He's actually licking his chops.
All right. This might be more like a continuity question. So when they reshot that opening with Michael falling off the balcony, what did you notice as he went over the side? What did you notice?
He's walking up a ramp.
There you go. You could clearly see it.
Yep.
Because they did it 5 times before that, and every time he did it, he landed on his face.
Really?
They couldn't have that. Obviously.
No shit.
Yep, I noticed. I even noticed that the first time I saw it.
Yeah, I did too. I'm like, why the fuck is he up so? Oh.
So, boys, let's get on with these questions for this week, okay?
Let's do it up.
Yeah.
What format?
Okay, question.
Oh,
go ahead.
What format did you watch it, and what was the quality like?
Well, I actually have it on DVD. It was the good old Universal double pack of 2 and 3.
Okay.
Nice.
So I would say probably 720 is best because it's just, I don't know, it's like a mid 2000s DVD. So, but I watched it on the 4K TV, so I watched it as clean as I could on the PS4. So,
Robert,
pretty good.
I have the Scream Factory Blu-ray discs of all the Halloween. So
the 2-pack,
the whole collection,
the whole set?
The large one.
Yeah.
The Blu-ray one.
Yeah, with everything.
Okay.
I just saw TJ's nipples perk up through his blazer.
Listen,
like, yes.
I bought that the day it came out, and I didn't pay high price for it.
TJ does have the Halloween set, but not the original full set with the producer's cut and everything. You got the second, but it's still a nice set. Yeah. I watched it actually on. I rented it on Prime, so I got it in full 1080p.
Nice
HD.
Nice.
It was only and it's release box set,
and it was on sale too, so it was only $2 for a rental.
I paid $50 for my box set,
and the big one was $150 at the time it came out.
But like Chad said, I don't get Halloween 6 producer cut. So that's.
But you can buy that by itself.
Yeah,
I bought.
I got that for $7.
Yeah, I think that's about what I paid for it at FYE.
Nice.
So so I guess I watched it in 1080p, and then it was it looked pretty good. Sarah said it was a pretty clean copy. I mean, Shout Factory does a really good job on their scans. So
the reason I had to rent the HD version, I do have the Universal DVD. I just really wanted to see those tits in high def.
Yeah,
That's fine.
That's a legitimate reason.
legit. That's legit.
That's worth $2, dude. I mean,
Absolutely.
So, douche of the movie. I'm gonna say Jimmy because he's creepy.
yes. He's just touching on girls that are fucking knocked out.
Actually, yeah.
Like,
Lori, are you sleeping? Because I'm into that.
quick extra question. When she was knocked out with her eyes open, was she faking it or was she really like fucked up?
It was a side effect of her medication.
So she just kind of happened to come out of it in that 2 seconds that like she was gone.
Yeah.
She must have, yeah.
Because I was just like, was she faking it the whole time? And like,
it was an actual allergic
all
reaction.
right, I just wanted to make sure if that was legit or not. So
you know what it could have been? The tetanus shot they gave her.
maybe
Could have been.
Because he asked her, "Do you have when's the last time you got your tetanus shot?" And then he hit her.
Yeah, the nurse said she just had an allergic reaction to medication. She didn't say specifically what.
Douche of the movie.
Also, I would like to say, I wonder if the injection scenes are some of the additional shots because they're separate from the normal ones, and I wonder if those were added for gore effect because it adds cringe factor.
just because it's random. Like we could just shoot any arm getting an injection.
Probably.
It looks like a lot of
be.
insert shots are actually like the death scenes, like the weapon hitting the people. I think that if you take that out, that would be the aforementioned cut that Chad was referencing. And then also Bobby mentioned the producer's cut or the TV cut where Michael's walking. That also could be attributed to that other cut that Chad was talking about. That's more like a TV show. That's not scary or anything. So, I mean, they're probably within the cut that we see that there is a version that Chad was talking about that we could probably.
Bobby, you should have the television cut as an extra on that set.
Not only is it as an extra, it's its own separate DVD.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
like you can literally watch theatrical cut, take out that DVD, go watch the television cut. Because even the scene where Ben Tramer dies, the dialogue is a little different too. Like there's
and then the death scenes are a little bit different. Like it
you see Jimmy come back at the TV cut at the end.
It doesn't show the throat cut on the cop.
No, it's different.
Things like
no,
that.
he stabs him in the back.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
I'd like to sidebar that the Scream Factory Jason Goes to Hell does not include the TV version. Just want to say that.
I don't. What's different? Oh, there's a lot of
There's
different.
quite a few.
That's right.
I have the open matte TV version, and it's preferably waves better than the other versions of the film. You get
Minus
Added
the
scenes
nudity and gore.
or-
well, you get so
Yes.
much more character building, like so much more.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
I can't say
Yeah,
I've
because you
seen
have to look at all the gore and everything they had to cut out, so they had to pad out the
Right.
the runtime with cut scenes. They do that a lot with the different things. They've done that with Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, dude.
So wait, is there a
the television version has that.
Is there a full cut of that altogether with the TV and the gore? Oh, okay.
I have the open matte version of it, which would be the version they use to transfer onto VHS and Betamax.
Ah,
Open matte is allowed for TV transfer, I believe. Yes.
all right. Learn something new every day.
That version? That's the one with the time code clock at the bottom of the screen, right?
This one does not have it because it's made
Oh.
for this. Yes, it's
okay.
it's framed oddly. What if you saw it on a
Okay, that's probably
yes.
they probably framed it that way to get rid of the time code
Yes,
then
yes.
to hide it.
It's
I got you.
not 3/4. It's something unique. It's interesting. It's cool. It's cool. So back to where we were. Everyone agrees that Jimmy's the douche.
You know who I'm actually going to say?
Okay.
And
Okay.
you might not agree with me. A little bit of Loomis.
Okay. I can see that.
No, that's fine.
little
I
bit.
can see that.
Like as much as I love him, technically, in a weird technical sense, even though he did not let Michael get out, had he in the first movie said to the cop, "Okay, can you alert these fucking people that he's here so we can just catch him?" It might not have went down the same way we all know and love.
Wait,
Yeah,
why would he even have to
a
do
quick
that?
phone
though?
call would have changed the movie.
Want them to do that?
Yeah, but they already knew though.
Yes, no, him. But the cops wanted to let the TV stations, radio stations know.
Oh, okay, that's what you meant. I thought you meant. I was gonna say I was like the Smith Crew people knew.
That's why in 4, it's like, yeah, can you let these people know, please? We're not doing this again.
Yeah, but Loomis had a good reason to not do that.
Yeah, you didn't want to cause mass panic.
Yeah, he said you do that, they're going to see him in every street corner. They're going to see him in every house.
But for me, so I will give him. I'm going to give him douche of the movie for that. Even for this. So yeah.
Oh, and Ben Tramer probably didn't feel anything that happened because, according to his friend's description, he was fucked up.
He was drunk. He was drunk as shit. Yeah.
And he see now there's another
I
reason.
mean, that was pretty instantaneous, anyways.
Like, could you imagine? You know what? Fan film idea. That night, I just want 5 minutes, like him leaving the party and him walking home and him being like, "Oh fuck, oh fuck," and then he's like, you hear Loomis. It's like, "Hey, there he is," and he's like, "Oh fuck." He turns around. He's like, "Oh, the guy's coming at me." And it just ends when he gets hit by the car. And like, there, Ben Tramer. The night he didn't come home.
There it is, buddy. There it is.
Oh wow!
That Halloween 3 tagline. There you go.
Sold.
Write that shit off to Universal right now.
Yeah,
that's good.
You just got yourself
the tagline alone sold me.
beautiful. Yeah, that was. Oh shit! All right, we're gonna end it right there, everybody.
Yeah. Favorite kill, boy. Favorite kill, boys.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to go with the air syringe. I don't know why. It's weird and I like it.
That was the only scene Sarah didn't watch at.
That's a cringy kill.
It's just weird because it's like almost like he's really fucking with him at that point. You know what I mean? I don't know, something with me. Not that he hasn't, but like it's not just anything with stab. The fact that he's just like, see what this does.
Okay, so I want to say that honorable mention for me is the chick at the beginning who gets the Elrod knife right in the sternum and gets the blood squirt up on the mask. That's fucking sick as hell. And then, but favorite kill, scalpel lift is fucking just way too cool. Janet never deserved that. Not Janet. That's not Janet. What's her name?
Finger in the butt.
Finger in the butt. What's her name?
Alexander.
Yeah. Yeah. Janet didn't deserve it either. Just so you know.
Was Janet titties?
Janet's the young girl.
Yeah.
The one that found the doctor.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, she was the one. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Scalpel for me as well, but my second one with the runner-up would actually probably have to be the original kill of the Marshal.
Fucking
like
A.
The throat slash.
The TV version, not the throat cut, because it's just because he gets into a tussle with Michael, and then Michael says, "Ah, fuck you, I'm done with you."
That's awesome, though.
I think I got to go with the hot tub kill.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking gnarly.
Because he was just fucking toying with her. He drowned. He'd hold her head under, then hold it up.
Not only
put her back
that,
under, then pull up again.
but he was, he was getting a little fucking finger nibble love going on there. She's just sucking on some dirty old fingers.
Yeah, that was.
My wife goes, "How does she not realize he has sleeves on all of a sudden? Like the guy was naked before." And I was like, maybe she thought he put a coat on to warm up. I don't fuck it. I was like, who gives a shit?
I don't know why, but I kept wanting to call that guy Axel from Friday the 13th Part 4.
He should have been. He
I don't know why. Because
it was the same type of dude.
Kinda.
But he's not as bad as Axel. Axel was trying to get laid in a morgue. You know.
Yeah,
so.
Axel was just gross.
So yeah, I'd have to say those.
Best scene, boys.
Oh,
wait,
God.
Chad, you answered kill, right?
Yeah, the hot tub.
Okay. So best scene. Can my favorite shots be my best scenes?
That's kind of how I feel.
Okay, so that inside interior Elrod house from the TV's point of view, looking back at Michael, and then maternity ward when you see Michael walk back the hallway after leaving the baby corridor, you see Janet is talking. Not Janet, the other girl is talking to the black nurse, and then in the background you see Michael dart from the hallway and then go back.
Yes.
I think that those out of focus shots are so haunting and so well perfectly like planned that you just know that they're on storyboard somewhere and you're just like, they're so tasty. Like, oh God, it's beautiful. I just cinematography wise, those two shots in particular always stand out for me in this film. Exactly, mostly due to that guy.
I guess since this is
Go to T Public and get.
Yeah.
Well, I mentioned
Working on new commercials. They will be recorded tomorrow, and they're going to be funny as shit.
Yes.
Nice.
In the meantime, go to T Public and get yourself a Dean Cundy shirt.
Cundy.
Man, favorites. I think I'm gonna have to go with the two I mentioned before, dude. The long pan shots. I just love that shit. Like,
yeah.
And honestly, I love the beginning one, but I think my favorite one is the one in the street on Halloween night with the kid with the boombox, and just that nice long street pan. Everybody's just completely oblivious.
By the way, the kid with the boombox is Dick Warlock's son.
Is it?
Yep.
That's awesome. So that means his dad really probably like hit him hard.
that was his one son, and I think one of the kids asking about Ben Tramer was his other son.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
But no, I like how it just ended on the sign for the hospital. You know what I mean? It was just that one shot alone. Dude, there's so many good ones, but
all right, shot wise, because there's no way I'm picking a favorite scene.
Shot or scene, you can go either one, buddy.
There's no way. I'm sorry. So shot wise, I mentioned it before with Michael coming through the door. That's one of them. My other favorite shot is
wait, which door?
The glass door.
I was gonna say because he comes to the wood door too.
Through that door, like there's no effort. He made it effortless, literally. That, and then my other favorite one is probably the end stalk. Him chasing Laurie and Loomis.
Okay.
I'll go with that for the scene. I agree, especially from the part where from the boiler room till basically the very end.
And if you see me looking down, it's because I found the TV version of the kills. So I'm just like recapping. It's like, this is what I do. Because I'm watching the sheriff die right now.
So would you say from like when she's outside and like he starts chasing her to the inside, like from that point on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was my favorite shot, was the camera following Laurie across the parking lot.
Right. It was such a long run, and he was just like slow walk and still
that
just like
small shot of him coming around the corner, and boom, his face is red.
I would have to say honorable mention for scene is the whole cop in the hospital after Loomis keeps telling him to not fuck with Michael.
Don't touch him.
Will you get away from him? Like,
It's okay. He's not breathing.
yeah, right. What did I say? I shot him fucking 6.
Like I was just watching like the original Death of the Sheriff. He literally shakes the fucking hell out of him, kills him, and just drops him. And he's just like, that was easier than I thought.
Let's say if he gave like a good back break or something, that would be dope. But all right.
Also, want a sidebar real quick. So over Box Office Banner Boys made a movie discussion group, and one of the first things in there was favorite movie that featured a wrestler. So I of course put pick 1, Ready to Rumble, pick 2, reference number 1, pick 3, reference number 2. So it's just Ready to Rumble. And then I messaged Brandon and I was like, don't forget that Tyler Mane used to wrestle in WCW as Big Sky.
Yes,
So don't forget to talk about Halloween 1, Rob Zombie's Halloween, because that motherfucker's a wrestler.
He was.
and I sent him a video of Big Sky wrestling fucking Kevin Nash. And that dude's huge.
Yeah, he is.
Holy fuck.
What is he like? He's like 6'9".
He's like 6'9".
I say like 6'10", I thought, but
I see. I like Tyler Mane better as Sabretooth.
Yeah.
That's actually what I know him as a Sabretooth.
You know what? That was just always one of my sad parts of Wolverine Origins, that we never got that Sabretooth.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn love Schreiber. Anyway.
Yeah. Rather Die, Santa Slay, absolutely, because Goldberg's awesome.
Oh, good pick.
Favorite
Oh.
What's the what is it? Is it Space Commando? What's the one with Hogan? Where is it from? Fucking he's
Suburban Commando.
Suburban Commando. Yeah.
They Live.
Oh,
Yeah.
Roddy
Wow.
Easy as shit.
Yes.
Roddy Piper.
I mean, I was gonna say that,
I'm
but that's
with
coming
Bobby.
up on the podcast, so you're
Next
gonna hear,
week. Next
you're
week.
gonna hear enough of us. Loving
okay.
that.
Honorable mention: racist Chris Jericho in the.
Yes,
Jay-
Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. Holy shit! I messaged TJ
John
after
Cena.
watching that. I was like, "Was that fucking Jericho, dude?" Like,
Yeah, baby.
I gotta watch that. I gotta watch that sometime.
It's good, dude. I think it's still on Prime for
Who's got their
like
hater
actually
dogs?
Prime. Like it was good, dude. I enjoyed it.
It's actually quite a good product. Marketing did it in. Hater dogs.
Oh, fuck.
So, opening scene. Hook you
Yes.
guys. Yes.
Yeah, it was literally continuation of right from where you left off.
Yep.
Like perfect. Didn't even miss a beat.
Best hits, best dick, hottest girl, hottest guy. So I'm gonna go with the JLC, and then for the hottest guy, crispy Ben Tramer looks pretty good.
Mine's Pamela Shoop and Leo Rossi. Come on.
Yeah, but we'll go with Leo Rossi only because if you're into that dirty like Middle Eastern dude look, he's your guy. I mean,
Hey, you got to see
Some
his
ladies
ass,
like
too.
that look, man.
yeah.
All I can think of is now that 70s show that you said it when they're always picking on fat. I'm gonna have to say obviously the only titties you get to really see. And I would have to say the one not the main sheriff, but the deputy there that takes over. He's got that sweet 80s fucking blonde, like blown out hair.
Yeah, he
So.
does.
I think I got to go with John on that on both cats.
Okay.
All right.
And then, dude, I watched an HD. I rented it on HD just to see those titties. So.
Right. They were nice.
$2.
Yeah, I had to get my $2 worth.
Bro. $1. Oh, shitty.
So score absolutely.
Score?
yeah.
Great.
Oh yeah, I love this score. I think it might even be more frightening than the first one.
It's
Bobby, what's your favorite song? Mine will forever be Lori's theme. I think it's fucking killer.
Shape Stalks.
Okay.
This Shape Stalks is way more like in your face intense. Like
Really, you guys don't want to mention how they took something so innocent as Mr. Sandman.
Here's
made it a bit
question for you.
frightening?
So, Mr. Sandman being used in lots of movies. What is the first one that actually comes to mind when you think of a Mr. Sandman scene? Is it this?
this is
No.
where I
It's
first-
not this for me.
Halloween H2O with the knife fucking getting buried into the pumpkin.
I knew that would be your pick, TJ, because that's your favorite Halloween movie.
that or the other movie I do know it from is Uncle Buck.
Yep. I was gonna say mine was Back to the Future.
I was
That's
thinking
the one
that
I
too.
know it from the most. Speaking of
yeah.
Back to the Future, Dean Gundy.
and that's a different version of it too. That's a
Mr. Sandman.
who's,
Ding, 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 ding.
it was an all guys band that actually did that, and then this was the woman who did that.
But now that you mentioned Uncle Buck, dude, now I just want to watch Uncle Buck because I haven't seen that shit in a fucking
John
minute.
can't
Let's
go
wrap up
wrong.
doing-
Let me
for-
know where you can find that, because me and the guys have been talking about that at work for months. And
Well,
none of
Uncle
us
Buck, I got it on DVD.
Oh, fuck you.
Right here, baby. Right here. It's right here. John Candy, comedy favorites. Uncle Buck, The Great Outdoors, and Going Berserk. Right here.
Nice.
Walmart.
Bug, Nat,
Walmart.
little similarity there, isn't
Okay,
Oh,
favorite
man.
character.
it? Ooh, Loomis, dude. I can't
yeah.
not say Loomis.
Yeah.
Yeah, Loomis is pretty
With
hype.
Yeah.
Even with all of his psychotic outbursts, it's got to be Loomis.
Actually, no. Jamie. Not Jamie. What the fuck? This is Halloween for Lori.
I would say Loomis and then the deputy.
Okay.
Yeah, because Lori didn't do shit in this movie.
No, not really.
She
But
ran.
the
that was it.
character itself, like Jamie's like portrayal of Lori in this one is so fucking
I mean,
powerful.
she definitely comes in super hard in the third act for sure.
Perfect
For as
scene
much-
to reference how good Jamie Lee Curtis's acting is, even at her young age here. The scene where she falls out of the car and screams. Like, I felt that.
I was kind of mad that she couldn't get out that second scream. It took the third one, but sometimes
Right.
that's what it is.
It is.
You're like, if only you got that second one. I mean,
It's worth.
what's that?
We'll take it for what it's worth.
Right. Yeah, listen, it has to add to the suspense of it because obviously now she's locked out. So, but
What about the rest of you guys?
I don't know. You go ahead, Bob.
Chad. No.
I didn't even. I was completely looking down here at the questions. I didn't even hear.
It's not favorite character. It's favorite character.
Oh, favorite character. I said Loomis.
Yeah, Loomis.
Oh, I thought we were on a different question by now.
Does it scary?
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
so.
Okay.
I think so.
Does it hold up? Yes.
Sorry, Gorehounds. We had all a like communal brain fart there for a second.
Yeah, we did.
I was like, we got another question. I'm like, I just answered it.
That's what I thought too. I was kind of thrown because I just happened to look down and then looked up and like, what?
Acting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Phenomenal.
It's really good.
Top
Absolutely.
notch.
Really
Not bad at all.
Cinematography, nothing that we haven't already said. This is something Dean Cundy.
It's a Cundy film. It's a masterpiece.
There is nobody that does a better stalking scene. There's nobody that does better framing. And I can tell you what. Cundy!
We need to really tag him in this shit, dude. See if he actually watches it. So,
TJ Bowser Power Hour Halloween special coming soon. Do you like the premise?
That'd be great.
Yes, I love the premise.
Love it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And going with what our Gorehound said, I like watching this and the first one, obviously, right back to back. So you get a nice 4-hour treat.
You put 4 in there, you get a nice like 5-hour, 6-hour treat.
That's true.
Recycle, rewind, remake.
Rewind.
Rewind.
For days, motherfucker.
Rewind.
Do I even question? Do I need to pull out the calculator?
No. 5.
Well, yeah, 5.
5.
Yeah, I'll give it a 5. I was thinking 4.5, but yeah,
See,
I think
I was almost just gonna say because we gave Halloween 5, I would say this like 4.95. But
Actually,
just 5.
I mean, I do love this movie. Don't get me wrong. So I guess in certain aspects it's not a perfect 5, but I would be willing to go with like a 4.5 or 4.8, whatever. Like that, I am okay with that. I am.
Say what you want, bud.
You know something. 4.8, 4.8. Like, because I love it, but there are still certain things I'm like, but they're little. They're little.
Chad, you look like you're thinking deep in thought.
I'm thinking
like
I want to give it 4.75, but I want to give it 5 too. I'm kind of torn.
What do you want to give it, boy?
I'll give it 5. Fuck it.
I'll do the 4.8. Fuck it. I'll give it that.
Give it a 4.9, Chad.
Alrighty.
All right. Which seems honestly,
That's a very fair score.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a phenomenal score.
You know, it certainly is.
I mean, we've never had one that's that close to 5 and not just be a 5.
I don't understand why this movie gets any hate anyway, because I feel like I'm reading the critics and hating on it. I'm like, are you guys watching the same movie?
Honestly, I think all it is it's because Carpenter says he hates it.
Yes.
So
everybody's like, oh, well, if Carpenter hates it, it must suck dick. And it's like, no, dude, watch it. It's
no
awesome.
offense to the master of horror, which is what he is, but
Listen,
say what you want. You created something really good.
Right. You don't have to like your creation, but that doesn't mean other people can't. Like,
It's like when you see a bad thing on Rotten Tomatoes and then people really love it. It's like, where the fuck did the 60% come from when we all love it?
Guys, what's next episode?
oh, bro.
Our next episode is They Live.
Right?
Just in time for election day.
Hey, baby.
Who's wearing the leather jacket and the sunglasses?
Leather
I don't have a leather
jacket.
jacket.
I got a leather jacket.
Not leather.
I got you.
No, I got sunglasses and
shit,
I got a
gotta find
flannel.
sunglasses.
Oh, flannel. That's what it is. Flannel. That's
Flannel, baby.
Glasses don't matter. I got flannel too.
Yeah. You got to have the red flannel and the black sunglasses.
I got
Fortunately, I do not have the sweet mane that Rodney Piper had, or Roddy Piper had
I
his
think
butt.
called
Rodney
Rodney
Piper.
Piper.
I did.
always
Rodney
think of him like
Piper?
wrestling.
I don't know why I said Roddy Piper. My bad.
Roddy Piper.
Rowdy Rodney.
Dude, I haven't watched that movie in so long, and I am just so excited for that fight scene in the alleyway.
That is.
Let's not mention, let's not forget to mention his best film, which is Hell Comes to Frogtown. Yes,
Hell Comes to Frogtown?
Yes, that is a terrific film.
That's a film.
Was that an 80s movie?
It's Roddy Piper killing frog people.
What year?
Yeah.
Chad.
Is this late 80s? Like around the same time?
I think. Hold on. Let me Google it real quick.
No, you're fine. I've never even heard of it, but I like the title already.
Hell Comes to
1988.
Frogtown.
88.
And
Vinegar
They
Syndrome
Live
has
was 1987.
1988.
Dude, I haven't watched They Live in a minute, so that I'm
You can
definitely...
you can buy the Blu-ray for $27.78 from Vinegar Syndrome on Amazon right now.
The budget 1.5 million estimated. Box office 1.5 million estimated.
Boy, talk about either getting your money, you got your money back.
Yeah, right.
Hell Comes to Frogtown.
So,
Interesting.
as we end this week's show, just a friendly reminder that I have been doing daily uploads every day for the month of October over on ProjectLouder.net. Right now, there's 2 new episodes of the Two Guys on Friday podcast, episode 89 and 90, up exclusively on ProjectLouder.net. Well, these versions of them. And then you can find those else on like Stitcher, iTunes, and all those. Just search Two Guys on Friday. And then we have audio up on there. And then I think tomorrow I'm going to upload 104 of Gore and More, which is the Thing episode.
Yeah, because the last one that was uploaded was Texas. Yep.
Yes. So that will be uploaded. Yeah, new commercials coming next week, guys. So be on lookout for that. And then not much else. We have Kaufman working on the new Gore and More logo. And
look out for more streams coming for gaming.
Lots of new gaming streams coming. Phasmophobia, Left 4 Dead 2, Dead Space, all the good stuff. Johnny D, Quarter J, Austin Albin, myself, we're going to be making that Project Louder YouTube channel pop, baby. It's going to be awesome. And also we'll be posting clips here and there on Facebook. So,
I mean, and we've talked about this, and it's obviously been mentioned before, but I'd like to get a game where we could potentially get all podcast hosts involved. So, I know Chad hates when I bring up Power Rangers every time. That is a game I feel that a lot of us have, and being cross-platform would be awesome to do as like a Project Louder tournament or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Just an idea.
John's calling out the Beetle Bros.
Listen, dude. I mean, I was playing the other day and I was a little rusty, but I feel like, I'm back to where I need to be.
Well, guys, I think that's it for this episode of the Gore More Podcast. This is your host with the motherfucking most, TJ Bowser, the Lady O'Rouser, signing off.
This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Christman, saying, Happy Halloween, fuckers.
Ooh. This is Big Johnny D saying, see you later, Gorehounds.
This is your killing machine, Bobby and Mo.